can't believe this. Look, I foresaw horrible times when it was declared that Joe Biden had won the election. I could not have foreseen this. This is World War III now. This is World War III. He just announced his sanctions. The EU's going along with sanctions. They're going to try to isolate Russia. If people are sitting there worried about gas prices, it's bad enough that this president, knowing how bad everything is, how gas prices are already... I mean, I was walking... I guess it was the unleaded. I don't even drive, so I don't know if I'm gas. I was walking yesterday, and I looked back to see, you know how, at the stores they have like a thermometer thing or like a clock sometimes. So I wanted to see like if Walgreens had a clock. And I turned around and there was a gas station across the street, and it said $4.19. And I don't buy gas, but you can't help but see the signs. And my mom used to watch the sign like crazy for, what it meant about the economy, even though she didn't drive. And it said $4.19, and I'm like, I don't remember it saying 4 before. And I know, like I said, it's the normal gas, but I was like, I don't remember that. And I was walking home, and it was weird, and I was saying to myself, is there a game? Because I was walking home, it was between 6:30 and 7 o'clock at night. I'm walking home from the grocery store. I've been doing this. And I'm walking home, and it was spookily, eerily quiet. Like a lack of cars on the road. And it's hitting me now that it was the gas prices that I looked at. The people are staying home. I was like, this is like there's a game. Because the only other times, like if there was a Patriots game or, you know what I mean, some big game, the streets would be barren. And I'm like, there's no game, is there? And I'm like, maybe something happened and I don't know. And I'm like, the last person on earth, and I'm walking. And, so the gas prices are already astronomical, and I was like, well, maybe it was a zombie apocalypse, and I don't know. But they are going to end up hacking the hell out of us. That's all they need to do. They can bring down everything by hacking. You're gonna isolate Russia. You that freaking dumb? Why? I don't know. I don't know why there's been this thing, and it's been going on for years, where our government, whoever was in charge, and not really President Trump, but everybody else, and this is going back before Trump was even running for president, this is going back to, like I said, to me, the new Cold War, to me, was signaled when Mitt Romney gave his speech, because he was the Republican candidate, because he was suddenly talking about Russia like it was the Cold War again. I'm like, what the hell? So I know why that was at that time, but everything we've been through in the world, as bad as things are, they want to do this whole Ukraine thing again with Russia, and they're going to act. I know there's all these treaties. I know there's all this. I know there's all this that. But like World War I or II, whichever one, somebody got shot, right? And it caused the whole war. The Ferdinand dude. Yeah, no. See, conventional war is, which to me, honestly, what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, there's all this stuff that goes on in all these treaties and all these agreements and all this NATO and all this UN shit. But for me, I'm like, how is this our business? I know this is what I'm saying. So I know all these kind of things make it our business, which I don't know why it's our business. Like I said about Kiev being Kiev, not Kyiv. I always heard Kiev. It was part of Russia when I was a kid. All the places broke off when I was like going from high school to college. When I was in NYU studying Russian, things were very much, oh, what's going on? What's going to happen? And, all these places broke off. And there were a bunch of new countries in the Olympics. And this is one of those countries that broke off. So, he wants them back. If he was invading France, and it'd be our business, That's how I see it. So this is like family business. That's what I'm saying. So you're poking him. You're poking him in the eye with these sanctions. And you're basically saying that Russia and oligarchs and all those kind of guys are not going to be able to do business with everybody, with the West. And they think that's going to work. They think that doing this, the window for diplomacy, we still want to have a diplomatic. They want war. They have wanted it all along. And Joe Biden just said, let's go. Let's go. Your president, Joe Biden, just said, let's go to war. And let's be dumb about it, because we think that we can whoop Putin's ass and we've got the world against him or whatever. And we're going to isolate him. I don't think that Putin is a rat. And I'm not saying that he's a rat. But the example that I'm giving is that you don't corner one. Okay? I hate to tell you, but I like him better than some other people we know. The people of Russia like him, as far as I could tell. So why now? Why this? Why? You know what I mean? I think the world was starting to get over COVID. Is that maybe why? So they were going to lose control that way, so we're going to go into wartime? Is that what this is? Because what I'm saying is, because I was not going to do any more videos. I wasn't going to do any more videos. What I'm saying is, whatever my opinions are, whatever your opinions are, if you think President Biden is a good guy, if you think the Russians are bad guys, whatever, what he just did said, okay, war now. War now. He said, come at me, Vladimir Putin. And I think Vladimir Putin will. I don't think you should F with somebody like him. And I think that all they have to do is they don't have to drop a bomb. They don't have to do anything. You want to, interfere in their spat with Ukraine. And you want to now say we're going to isolate them because of this. And I expect that we are going to be hacked to hell. We are going to be hacked to hell. Maybe a smart person would fill the tub or whatever. I don't have any money right now. I used up all my food stamps. If I hadn't, I would go buy a bunch of canned food and spaghetti. It's the Pop-Tarts, stuff you can eat without cooking. Like tuna fish. Nothing you have to cook or nothing you need electricity for. Oh, no. Why? I hear Wolverines. I'm hearing Wolverines in my head. Not the X-Man. Red Dawn. We've been friends all this time. Whether parts of our government wanted to be or not. And that's why they really, really hated Trump so much. Because he was willing to make friends. That's why they called him Putin's pet. All this stuff like that. Just nonsense.
Richard Angle, thank you. That concludes our coverage of President Biden's remarks. We'll have much more as events.
I can't believe this. I had to say something because to me right now this is World War III. It just started right in this moment. And like I said, they're going to be like, oh, we can do this and we can bully him and we can get him sanctions and stuff like that. Say, who do you think you're effing with? Some guy? Some penny waste? You're dealing with Putin. Putin is not some octogenarian who drops a bomb of a speech and then runs off because he can't handle the questions. He gonna F us up. And I don't want it. I was just worried about these Russian girls. You know what I mean? I like people all over the planet. I took Russian. Most of them were okay. The ones that taught me maybe weren't. But I don't want, I get upset every time. I've been getting upset for years every time people just try to be racist or Russophobes or whatever you want to call it, because I didn't understand. I was like, this isn't 1984. This isn't the Cold War anymore. What you doing? Why are you bringing this shit up again? Why are you kicking up stuff? Won't you let sleeping dogs lie? We're friends. We've never actually been enemies. Why are you trying to do that? They needed an enemy. Like I said, it's been going on
sepsis.
At least 8 years.
Worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue
That was
swelling,
when Romney ran, right?
vision changes or eye pain occur. Take a stand and start a new day with Trelegy.
Because I hadn't heard any anti-Russian shit for years, and then all of a sudden he was talking like he was giving a speech for years ago. And I said, well, that's why I voted for Obama, and I don't like Obama, because it's like, I'm not letting that crazy person near the White House, because I don't want to fight Russia. I don't want to go back to the bad old days of the Cold War. So, yeah, that was the second time that Obama, and I was like, no, thank you. So I'm going to vote for Obama, even though I wouldn't normally. And then, when Hillary and then Obama gets in office, he starts being anti-Russian stuff. That's what happened in the Sochi Games. It was the Sochi Games. That's why I said it. What is it with the Olympics?
I want to give you a choice.
It was the Sochi Games. There was a thing, I think an airliner got struck down or something right at the beginning of the Sochi Games. And they're like, Russia did it. And everything to me said it was a setup. Just so we couldn't get along with Russia. Because that was like the worst thing in the world, to get along with Russia. From these people's perspective. World War III is here. If they don't hack the hell out of us by this weekend, I will be super surprised. Super incredibly surprised. I do not think that Putin is the daisy they want him to be. I do not think Putin is going to roll over. If you think this is the olden times, if you think we'll do sanctions, we'll send troops, we'll I don't know, give them like weapons and shit. If you think this is the olden times, this ain't the olden times. It's a completely different world, man. And he got a lot of money. So he don't need yours. But okay. I'm going to stop talking now because I have shit to do. I'm just shocked and appalled, and I just want to say, to me, it's the most foolish thing I've ever seen anybody do. You know, that was, in that kind of position. I'm 48 years old, so the first president I remember is Jimmy Carter. I don't know if Nixon... I was born in 73, so you figure that out. Cause I don't know, but I was BB. So, the first president I really remember is Jimmy Carter. None of them did anything like this. None of them. We never went whole hog into a war. I mean, the days following 9/11, when they did the, sorties or whatever, they did those quick hits and stuff like that. That wasn't brazen. That wasn't in your face. And we had just been attacked. This is in your face. It doesn't make sense. It's like, why are we going from a thing with Russia and Ukraine to, no, let's do World War III right now. Hurry up. It's wrong. It's vile. The humans of Earth are kind of shitty. And I don't like most people. But the humans of Earth do not deserve this. We don't deserve leaders like this. We don't deserve people who are so far up their own butts, are such narcissists, that they think that they can just roll over a guy like that. So whether you like him or not, whether you think he's a bad guy or not, doesn't matter. You cannot underestimate somebody like that. I mean, it's like, I'm thinking Kaiser Soze proportions. And no, Biden's so sure that he's gonna F him up, right? Oh my God. It's on like Donkey Kong. Why didn't I die already? I don't want to go through this. I don't want to go through this. All right. Good luck, everybody. I got to make it through today. Man.